Hello and welcome, Lanita Ellis, the Scrappy Grandma. This is my living in the way, basically living in the way of the Messiah, doing my best to walk in the instructions laid out in our instruction manual, the Bible, the Torah, the first five books of the Bible, in real life, in real time, sharing it with whoever the Father sends us out to share, to be shared with. Um, I've got exciting things going on. Um, the Father has done miraculous things. There's crazy stuff going on. It's just been kind of a whirlwind the past couple of weeks. I went to Mexico, came back, have been sleeping really well since having the mercury removed from my fillings, interestingly enough. That's the one thing I've noticed. I'm sleeping well. I've been tired and I kind of wear out a little quicker. That's because I'm doing so much more right now. But praise the Most High. Thank you, Father. He has been sustaining and taking care of me. So I am, literally hours. Yeah, like an hour. My goal is to be out of here in an hour. Whew. To start, I have to go to my dad's attorney and pick up some paperwork, and then drive to my parents' house for dinner. And it's Tuesday, so it'll be Taco Tuesday. And my dad is a fabulous cook, and he'll be making some wonderful tacos for us tonight. Maybe he'll make fish tacos. He makes fabulous fish tacos. Anyway, dinner tonight. Then tomorrow morning, he takes me to the airport and I fly out to Tennessee and meet up with with the women from my online discipleship group that I've never met in person. This is Agape Love, women's discipleship group, where we study the Bible together and do life together virtually, but this week in person. And we iron sharpens iron, and we grow and learn and hold each other up in prayer, and love one another and walk in the ways of our Messiah. Walk it out real time with these women, and of course, and everyone else we meet, but we do life with these women. And so originally there was 12 of us, but in the past couple of days, a few have been taken out and not able to go. And I would ask that you keep the women in prayer from our group. I'm not going to name any names here because this is not about, I don't have their permission, but, one of the ladies is, her mother's in the hospital. Actually, another woman in our group, her mother was in the hospital. Another one's husband just had to have surgery. It's crazy. And another one's mother-in-law just passed away. And it's just lots of big things with our parents and our spouses. So a couple of the women aren't able to make it because of these things. And so we're holding them up in prayer during their time of crushing and challenges, that they continue to walk in his way and shine his light and love the people that they're with, and walk out who he created them to be. Oh, my necklace too. I'll make all these things here. All these things I'm trying to remember before I leave. Um, so I meet up with them. They pick me up Wednesday night. Thursday, people start arriving on Thursday, and Friday. So we'll all have a beautiful day of just being together, worshiping and being girls, talking, and snacking and talking and eating meals together, breaking bread together. And then Friday, we're going to Ruby Falls. So I'm going to put a link in for Ruby Falls, as you can see where we're going. And I'll put a link in also for Jacob's tent, because on Saturday we're going to Rusty's and my assembly. We watch um, on YouTube this assembly every Sabbath. This is where we get, I know, besides our women's group, this is where we get our teaching, our weekly Torah teaching, our weekly Bible teaching through the Torah portions. It's awesome because it's all in line with what we study and at the same time. And it comes, happens in real life to us. So all of us ladies from the retreat are going to Jacob's tent for Shabbat, and then other ladies that aren't able to make it to the retreat but are local enough are going to be driving in to meet us there. So there's just the women in this group are just, I've never been one to really like or get into women's groups because usually they're they can get pretty ugly. And so I've kind of avoided, I've always kind of hung with the guys because guys don't get all eh. And this is the first women's group of women that I've ever been around that actually walk in his ways and live it out and are real and are kind, and there's no backbiting, there's no gossiping. That's just not even tolerated or allowed in this group, period. Because it's not tolerated or allowed in the word. No fault, bear false witness, no gossip, read Proverbs. Um, but these women actually live it. And so I'm so honored and blessed to be a part of this group. Um, and one of the founding members, started off in the very beginning a couple years ago. So this is the first time I've been able to go on the retreat that I've been healthy enough. Last year was my year of healing, and this year is the year of my traveling. And so I will be traveling. So just came back from Mexico. Now I'm going to Tennessee. Then, so Friday, Saturday, we go to Shabbat. Sunday, women will start leaving. I purposely gave myself cushion days on both sides for recovery and come down after being around a lot, after a lot of peopling, because peopling is something that I am challenged with. Um, so Sunday, a lot of the ladies will be leaving, and then who's ever left, we may go on one more excursion. Um, if we have transportation and, we've be able to put it together. And then I'll go stay in a hotel Sunday night, fly home Monday, or fly to San Jose. My father will come pick me up and take me back to my mom's house, mom and dad's house, and I'll spend the night there Monday night, and then I'll drive home on Tuesday. So it is literally, I am a full week, Tuesday to Tuesday, traveling. So be in prayer for me. I'm excited. I've been doing the things to stay healthy, build up my immune system. So I'm super excited. Um, Anything else? Just, it's interesting because a lot of, we counted the Omar, and then we had Shavuot, and the counting of the Omar was to teach us his ways, his character, his nature, and every day we focused on a new attribute of him and implementing it into our worlds. And in that, a lot of us, we faced a lot of our own um, challenges where we're challenged in walking it out. So, but we also had a lot of outside forces coming in and attacking as well. We were calling, well, and then we look at it, you can look at it in so many different ways, whether forces attacking it or truly we believe that we were being sifted. And so when Satan demanded that he was able to sift Peter, to sift his faith, sift out the parts that still weren't good enough, still weren't pure enough, fine enough. So we've all kind of been liking it. So we've been going through a sifting. And, and so he can allow the enemy to come in and let things happen that bring out the areas that still need refinement in us. And so we've all been kind of going through that, some heart more difficult than others, like these women who have just gone through all of this past week where they're not even able to come to the retreat. Um, Rusty, seriously, mine, it's weird because Mine was a few weeks, months ago with going through the death of my father, and then all of the details concerning that, and then my health. And, I was being sifted and ground up for the past couple of months. Thankfully, currently, I'm kind of in a breather zone, but I'm thankfully able then to hold up my sisters and be there for them, because when I was going through it, they were all there for me. And so now I'm able to be there for them, pray for them, hold them up. And so I just love how he does things and allows, my friend Angelina and I always talk about how we go through the cycles at different times, thankfully, because when I'm going through the crushing, she's there to lift me up. And then when she's going through the crushing, I'm there to lift her up. And that's what we're there for, to be the salt and the light and to bear our brothers' burdens, help them carry the heavy things. And so, and some of the women that are coming have been going through these siftings, hard family things, and they're still able to make it, but some aren't. And so we'll probably have a huge cry fest and be there to pray for one another and lift each other up. So I ask you please to pray for me, traveling mercies, that I stay strong and healthy during the traveling time, and that he is glorified, that we are able to lift him up and glorify him at this time of coming together with other believers. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to cry now because I'm just realizing that, like, all of these people that I've seen through this box and communicated with through this box, I'm actually going to see in real time and be able to hug the ones I choose to. So bad. And so I'm not a hugger. I am not. And 2020 was when I finally had permission not to hug people, and until I was comfortable with people. It's when I realized I don't have to hug people that I'm not comfortable hugging. But a lot of these women, I can't wait to wrap my arms around and hold close, because we've held each other close through these boxes of ours. So anyway, um, the Father's got me do it with social media. I'm in prayer right now. I'm not sure. I had one lady say, "Oh, please post and share with us, your travels." And I want to, but the Father's also been just speaking loudly to me of live outside the box, the rectangle of doom, um, that box that we are all so connected to, that brings in good things like this and community, but also brings in a lot of things in. Make sure she doesn't, please don't have a creature. My cat likes to bring creatures in the house, and sometimes she brings them in and squeaks, but she's not jumping around like she's chasing one. So, okay. She likes to bring live ones in and then chase them. The other day, she brought in a quail, and it was our day before she brought in a little bird, and I was able to save it and let it free. But yesterday, she brought in a quail that was past the point of saving. And she eats everything, everything. Only thing that was left were the tips of the wing feathers and an egg. There was an egg in this quail. Broke my heart. Where are you and what are you doing? Huh. It's like, I don't mind if she catches the rodents, but I hate that she catches birds, because I am a bird person and I hate that she eats. What are you doing? Why are you being so goofy? What's the matter? Come on. Are you lonely? You want some lovin's before I leave? Yeah? Maybe she knows oh, maybe she knows. Junebug, all grown up. Hi, Junie June. Hi, Junie June. I know. I've been so busy this morning. She hasn't gotten much lovin's and she's wanting her lovin'. So anyway, all right. So bear one another's burdens, love one another well, offer grace to people. Ugh, she drools. That's just gross. Sorry. Offer grace. We're all struggling to try to do our best. So offer grace to everyone. Um, love them. Let them in to the extent that you're comfortable letting them in, but love them well. Our Messiah said, love, love one another, love others. We will be known by our love for one another. So, all right. I think I'm going to call it because I've got just a few more things that jumped on my list. I'll get this out and then I hit the road. Be blessed, Father. Yeah, bless everyone who's been listening. Whoever you send this out to, Father, this is your deal to lift you up and glorify you in what you're doing in my life and the life of the people I love. Father, send this out to whoever it is you want to have it and bless their lives abundantly, my King. In Yeshua's name, amen. All right. I'm not sure what's going to go on next week because I'm going to be traveling and I'm not taking my computer because I just don't want to carry the weight. So chances are I'm not going to do an update. Well, I'll do an update later, probably next week for this. I'm just not sure I'm going to do my Torah portions next week. So, all right. Be blessed. Love you all.